A redefined national strategy in the WPS is in the works that Westcom Commander Vice Admiral Alberto Carlos says consists of a whole-of-nation approach to include military alliances, judicial, political, and broader public participation. This as Beijing issued a warning in response to their floating barrier being taken down by the Philippine Coast Guard that our Patrick De Jesus sums up in this story.
Because of China's consecutive aggressive acts against the Philippines in the West Philippine Sea, the government is scheduled to release an updated national strategy for the West Philippine Sea. According to AFP Western Command Commander Vice Admiral Alberto Carlos, although their strategy is still effective in monitoring our territories, it needs to be further reviewed with the changing geopolitical challenges in the region. Some of the changes to be incorporated in the strategy policy include a whole-of-nation approach in which the military action is not alone in protecting and defending our rights.
It's a normal tweaking of the strategy, normal tweaking of the courses of action that you will take against the situation on the ground, to address the situation on the ground.
The Westcom commander in charge of Palawan did not provide other details, but he said the government will release it once approved. Currently, Westcom is monitoring 400 foreign vessels in the region, along with an increasing number of fishermen, Carlos announced.
The last month na yata, nakaka-4 na buwan na, 4 na linggo na, that present ang ating Filipino mangingisda sa Ayungin and also in Rosol Reef. We're happy to note that their number has increased.
On China's placement of a floating barrier in Scarborough Shoal, Carlos said that they are prepared if China does the same to Ayungin Shoal. Retired Justice Antonio Carpio said the Philippines can cite China's coral destruction in the West Philippine Sea to the UNCLOS tribunal. Even China's blockade of fisher folk to earn their livelihood in the region is also a legitimate protest to file against China. But Carpio's suggestion, the Philippines will take action once the planned joint maritime patrols by the country and the United States at Reed Bank are over.
If China stops us, then we can bring a case against China to include everything already, to recover damages for preventing us from getting the gas, recover damages for preventing us from getting the fish, and recover damages for the destruction of the coral reefs.
Defense maritime expert Professor J. Batong Bakal explained that the Philippines can use the previous data collected in the West Philippine Sea to strengthen its evidence against China for destroying the country's corals in the region.
Since 2012, the satellite imagery shows that the destruction continued, and I myself some years ago noted that more than 500 hectares of Scarborough Shoal had been destroyed.
Patrick De Jesus for The Nation.